every time we would go past somewhere and I would see these weeping willow trees. Every time. I don't care how many times he told me it was a weeping willow tree. I was just like, Dad, what's that? Dad, what is that tree? What is that tree? I fell in love with the trees. And so every time I would see a tree after he passed, it was always significant to me because that was something that we would always talk about and stuff when I would go trucking with him. And so I wanted something wildflower when we named it. But then Weeping Willow stuck out to me, and I just thought, okay, I feel it. Like I need to name it Weeping Willow. So we opened up the Willow in February of 2018. So we're creeping up on 7 years. For Weeping Willow, we've had the bronzer for 11 years, just hit 11 years in August, and it's going well. I started the Willow because of the experience, but also for the convenience of the community. I'm not one that's like high-end fashion, or most of the time when you see me, I'll be t-shirt, jeans, comfortable sweatshirt, cardigan kind of thing. I do like to dress up occasionally, but it's just the convenience of it. And when people do come in here, I like to talk. So when people come in, it's nice to communicate with them. And I really enjoyed retail when I worked retail through my 20s. I always tell people it's kind of like my baby because I was able to start it from ground up. The name is very dear to me. I was able to name her. I am able to dress it. Like as far as my windows go, I can put what I want fixture wise and display it, and I don't have anything coming down from corporate telling me I have to do this and I have to do this and I have to mark this down and I have to have a floor set like this. It's all kind of just me being creative, me and my girls, and see what we come up with. I hope when people come in, I hope that they see the difference that we are as a boutique. So when you walk in, I feel like we have a lot of uniqueness to the shop. As far as I know, there's old buildings with the exposed brick, but that was a lot of work getting that exposed brick. The flooring in Willow too is from 1864, as far back as we can date it to record. So the uniqueness of the building and the history of the building, as well as the customer service, but then even to the little details like the sticks being the clothing racks. Everything has its place. Like there's a reason why I have suitcases everywhere. I like to collect suitcases because I absolutely love to travel. So like that's something I think is cool. And I love antiques. So like even the chests that we have in the store, those were my grandmother's. So she was born in 1911. So when she passed, those were given to me. Those aren't, something I got at a yard sale or anything. So even down to those, I have the little epoxy thing that my friend made me. That has a story behind that as well. Just the little details. There's a buffalo. We have a statue of a little buffalo. A lot of people will say, well, what's the buffalo? I absolutely love buffalo. It's my favorite animal, so why not? So yeah, I think the uniqueness of it, the customer service, and the small town, like hospitality when they walk in. But my tree was painted by Zach Boring. And so Zach, I believe he was still in high school when we opened up the bronzer, and we went to church with him and his family, and I asked him if he would do a canvas painting for the bronzer, and I literally took him into the construction site, and we had paint cans laying everywhere, and I said, these are the colors I want in the painting, and it was his first canvas painting. He did that. So when we opened up the Willow, I thought, I've got to have another piece from Zach. I don't have like 5-year future plan, 10-year future plan. It's just every day working and pushing the business for the next day and the next day after that. I think that's how we've gotten where we are today. There's a lot more heart in this retail than the retail that I did in high school and through my 20s. A lot more heart in it. And the people is what makes that. But a very close client of ours that was a friend that came in regularly, and she even modeled for us, and she passed away of cancer, and so she wanted to have something. She told her girls when she passed that she wanted something from Weeping Willow to wear. So that was extremely difficult when her girls came in to pick that out. But then I've had people come in and say, they're going to have a beach wedding and they want just a white spring dress. So, I mean, and those people are people that I know. It's just not someone that's coming in and this is what they need. So I just hope when people visit our store, our boutique, our businesses, that they see the heart behind it, that they are able to have an experience. It's just not another shopping trip, that they are able to have an experience, and it continuously brings them back to our community, to our business, and we just continue to thrive where we are here in MacArthur, and bringing in people from out of the county for them to experience what we do have here, what is so great about Vinton County. I hope to be a part of that, and for my businesses to be a part of that.